who missed me? All of you, right? Great. Okay. For those of you who are new, hi, welcome to the Glam Fam. I wanted to teach you guys how I do my brows today because I did a tutorial on Instagram and it was one of the most viewed posts on my in the whole like 4 or 5 years I've had my Instagram. It went crazy, literally. So I thought, why not do a full in-depth tutorial on YouTube? Yeah, so I wanted to teach you guys how I do my brows. It's very highly requested. I like a very simple, light to dark, plain, easy peasy, lemon squeezy eyebrow. That's it. I don't like anything too dramatic. I don't like to look mean. I don't like to bring my brows close together. I don't want it to be all one color. You guys will know what I mean as we go through the video, but this is my style of brow. Whatever works for you guys, you do you. I always say that, but I just wanted to show you guys my techniques. And yeah, if you guys have any questions, please leave them down below. I read and answer to every single comment. I love you guys and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. So product wise, I use these duos. These are the Tamnova Cosmetics brow duos. One is in the shade Blondie and the other is Mink. For Blondie, you get a lighter shade and a darker shade, but still in the blonde / taupe family. So for the Mink duo, you get a lighter shadow and a darker shadow, but still in the brunette family. Brush wise, Tamnova, the brand, also has their own brush. It's this right here. And these are the only two that I would ever use. The Morphe 158 has a spoolie on the end, angled brush, and same with this one. When I first got introduced to this brand, I never really reached for the brush. It wasn't my favorite. I stuck with my Morphe 158, but once I started using it and I started understanding how precise and dense and sharp the bristles are, you get a perfect application. And I thought that since it was short, it was gonna bother me and I wasn't gonna like that. I love that now because I get more control over the brush and what is dispensed onto my brows. So you guys can see I have absolutely nothing on my brows. I do my own brows myself. I got them shaped a while ago, like probably 4 or 5 years ago, and I just always maintained it myself. I just pluck. I do nothing else. I like this area of my brow to be extremely light and gradient, and then I like the outer area to be just a little bit longer, and just this area needs to be filled in. So what I do, first things first, I just brush my brows upward, just like this. This allows me to see what needs help, what needs assistance, and it allows me to see what area needs to be filled in. So I'm gonna dip into the darker Blondie shadow, tap some out, and I just start right here. I hold my brush this way, and I simply just whisk on the brow. Now there's absolutely nothing on my brush. I outline and then I just buff it upward to fill in this area. I never directly go with shadow just to fill in this brow because I don't need too much shadow there, but I always brush upward, start applying, and then whatever is left of my brush, I'll just go upward. Taking the same shadow, I'm just bringing this a little bit lower, just like this. I'm going to take the Mink shadow, the lighter one, tap it out, and then I'm going to just outline this area right here. And then with whatever is left on the brush, just brush it upward into the brow. Now I'm going to brush up the tail of my brow, and I'm going to go in with the darkest shadow, which is the second side of Mink. And I'm going to just simply outline the end of my brow. Just like that. Now the lower area of my brow is done. I'm going to just brush all these brow hairs downward to be able to see what needs assistance on top and fill it in. So I'm going to completely dust off my brush on a paper towel. I'm going to take the lighter shadow, the Blondie, the more darker of the lighter collection. Brushing them downward, I'm going to take some of this shadow and I'm going to start right in the center, middle center of my brow. Now I'm going to brush these areas downward again, take the Blondie shadow, and just make a little bit of an arch for me. Now in order to shape the tail of the brow, I'm going to brush all this downward, take the darkest shadow, and just outline and then fill in. And then just brush everything up. And then at this point, if you notice that there are some areas that are too sparse in the brow, you can just take the Blondie shadow and fill it in with that one. So once that's done, I just brush my brows all outward. I will conceal the brows right after the second brow, but I'm going to show you guys how I do my left brow. This is my better brow. This is kind of like a, like the harder brow. Just remember, brows are not twins, they are sisters. They shouldn't look this exact same because our face is never going to be 100% symmetrical unless you're Kim Kardashian. So taking the lighter shade, starting right there, bringing it in just a little bit. Whatever is left on my brush, I flick it upward to fill into the actual brow. And just like that. And taking the darker shadow, the first of the Mink family. And then I'm just going to simply outline and shape the tail. Brush this all downward, pick up the Blondie shadow, and outline the top. Now pick up the Mink shadow, the first color, and I'm just going to shape the tail. And I brush it all outward. For this brow, I have less hair in the front, so I'm just going to grab a little bit of the lightest shade right here because I want it to just be slightly shadowed. I'm just going to flick it like a couple times, just like that. Was I not in focus? I probably wasn't. Yeah, I'm just going to flick it a couple times. Now I'm just going to fill in some of the sparse areas. As you can see right there, it's not even. So I'm just going to take a little bit of the Mink shadow, the first color, and just fill that in so everything looks even and smooth. Okay, so as far as concealing goes, I never go in and conceal the top end of my brow. I think that just looks a little bit too artificial for me. It's not me, it's not my style. Again, if you guys do that and it's your preference, rock it, you do you. But for me, I just think I need a little bit right here on my brow bone just to kind of make everything look more clean. So just grab any concealer of your choice. You can use a concealer you use under your eyes, and this is a Morphe no name brush. I think it's B19. I will link it below, and if it is, I get snaps. So I simply just take a matte concealer and I clean up underneath my brow. This also highlights the brow, and if you have just a simple eye look like this, which I just have mascara on and a little bit of bronzer in my crease, it makes the eyeshadow look much more amplified. It makes it look more clean. So I take it all the way here, just like that. Then I'm picking up a Morphe E17. It is just a small little synthetic buffing brush. You want something synthetic and not natural hair, because since the concealer is a cream and or liquid product, you don't want the natural hair bristles to just soak up the concealer. You want to just blend it. So I'm just going to take this and buff it down. I'm not going to actually touch the line where we started applying it. I'm just going to buff out right here, the outer edges. I just start on the outer area, and then I bring my way in, raise my brow just a little bit, I'm going to pick up some more and outline the tail. I'm just going to buff this down. You guys can also use your finger. I tend to always use my pinky when I'm getting into this area right here. just by concealing a little bit too much. I think I lost the length on this brow versus this brow, so I'm just gonna pick up the Mink shadow, the first one, and just extend it just a tad bit. Last step, brush your brows upward and outward so they are all going into the same direction, and you're good to go. Some people like to put on a brow gel or a brow, like a tinted brow gel, just to keep their brows in place. I find with this product, I don't need that. With my brows, I've never needed that. Let me zoom you guys in so you see the brows up close. Here is my left one. And here is my right one. That is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, then like it. Okay, no, but really, if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Comment below what brow products are your holy grails, because I have been using this for ever since it launched. I swear to you, I have not used anything else. Ever since I fell in love with this product, I've never reached for anything else because I've never needed to. It's always done the job for me, but I would love to open up my doors to new products, new items. So let me know what holy grail products are yours. Let me know what holy grail brow products. You get the point. Just let me know. I will see you all in the next video. Bye. There, I'm gonna take the Mink shot. So I just went and popped on some lashes. I wanted this look to be completely complete. I'm gonna lift up I just went and popped on some lashes so it looks more, in order to shape the tape. Okay, so I wanted just to look to, come on, Suzy, work with me. If you're happy and you know we're clap your hands. Come on, we got places to go, we got people to see, we ain't got time for this lash. Do you hear that? Garbage can? Garbage truck? I mean, garbage truck? Yeah, garbage truck. Wow, why was that difficult for me?